is my second time going live. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody's doing well. For those of you guys that don't know, my name is ChrisO'Mania. I am all about wrestling. I love AEW, WWE. I just recently started New Japan. I started watching Impact Wrestling again. I'll tell you what I'm very excited about, and that is, I believe it's February 18th that they're doing the A&E documentaries again on Hulu. I'm very excited about that because it's been what feels like a while since we had like new documentaries about like the wrestlers. Do you guys think that they're going to do what is it called? Or do you think that they're going to do hidden gems anymore, or lost treasure, where they go out and find the wrestlers' gear? What else? They do the rivalries. They do the documentaries. I think the next doc, I think it all comes back on the 18th of February. I'm not 100% sure though. But I recently got Hulu about a month ago strictly for that because I love watching the documentaries, the rivalries, the stuff where they go like kind of pull the curtain back a little bit. What else? I like the Dark Side of the Ring. For those of you guys that don't know, like that is some really cool shit. Watching like the Plane Ride from Hell, the Dark Side of the Warrior, the Macho Man series, the Crispin Wall, the Brian Pillmans. It's really cool to watch because like I've never really been one that has ever like known about stuff. I knew about most of it, but not all of it, and like hearing from other people's point of view from like when it happened and whatnot is pretty cool. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the YouTube channel, the unboxing stuff. What I'm currently waiting on today is my custom wrestling figure belts that I had customly made, and what I'm going to do a separate unboxing for them on the channel, and I'm going to link the person that made them. Found him on Instagram. Incredible person. I want to like drop his name drop him right now, but I know his name, but I just don't know his. It's Turnquest Fig Belts. I couldn't remember if that's what it was, but it's Turnquest Fig Belts on Instagram. I'll be getting the package today at some point, but he is like really good at his stuff, like making custom belts for figures. It's incredibly cool to like see like the figure come to life and be able to see all the like wrestlers with the real like it's not real leather, but like it's 3D printed and 3D painted. I don't know if he paints them or if they're 3D painted, but he made me 11 total belts. Cost $115 for 11 belts. And I have another order that's going to be in mid-April because that's the next spot he has open. But I got 2 Undisputed titles, 3 Winged Eagle, the 90s tag, the 90s blue Intercontinental, and 2 big gold belts. I believe that's all I got. My next order I am getting are the red tag titles, the blue tag titles, the red, blue, and black heavyweight universal and other universal before they switched it. The 2000s intercontinental, and I think the big gold, and that's gonna be 125 for all that, and that'll be like mid-April. And the guy, like he does some magnificent work. And I had spent close to a year, 6 months, like searching high and low on what belts I like, where I wanted to get them, because I've never been a custom person. I never had custom figures. I never had custom belts, clothes, none of it. Like I'll do the occasional custom, but it's not real. Like it's just like I'll swap a head from basic and put it on here, or a different attire thing and put it here. It's nothing like I'm painting or sculpting, because I don't have a creative bone in my body when it comes to that kind of stuff. But the thing I'm most excited about is just having them in my hand, because I got a winged eagle. I got one, and the problem was I had it on a figure, but the figure fell and then the part broke. And he was super dope, and I had already two that I was doing, and he remade me another one for free because it messed up, because it broke or whatever. But he didn't have to do that, and he did, and he was really really dope for doing that. And then but I'm very excited about that. I'm very 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 excited about the to getting them and seeing them, because the problem I have with the elite titles that come with most figures, they're either they don't clamp, or like they're not big enough for the figure half the time, which is I've noticed, which is kind of strange. And then the other thing is just it's just kind of cheap, like I know that they're rubber figure or rubber belts and whatever, but I know that they're not going to be top tier quality or whatever. But when you're spending $40 for damn near $40 for an ultimate, I kind of thought that they would go a little bit higher in quality for the ultimates. I understand the elites and I understand the basics not having that, but I figured with the belts and the sculpting, like the scans and the jackets and stuff like that, I thought that would be bumped up a little bit because you're spending more money. But I don't know. I don't know the ins and the outs. But what I do know is that they're doing so if you got any of the ultimates in the past, like the Bret Hart's, where it's got like his jacket and it's just got his arms, and you pop the arms off and then you pop the jacket off, and that's that. But what they're doing for the Cody ultimate that's coming up, and that's the one that I have the biggest regret of not getting to. Should have got two. That's my biggest L for like recent, is I got one Cody figure ultimate coming, and I should have gotten two. I should have gotten two, because they're like, the fabric that they're doing is like actually going to be soft goods, and it's not going to be like hard rubber, or you have to pop his arms off like the AEW Supreme figure. Like, it's actually going to be like soft goods, and I'm curious how the material is and how the quality is, or if it's like going to be like a Undertaker-esque type jacket, but just Cody Rhodes attire. I don't know. It comes out like, I'm assuming going to be July, around there. I heard that that's kind of the ballpark. I don't know if that's going to be happening or not. What else? The Ultimate's Bloodlines coming out. Don't know when. I'm assuming late summer, early fall. It's gonna be Jimmy and Jay Uso, and they're gonna come with both sets of titles, and they're gonna be Ultimate, and it's a ringside exclusive. So I'm praying to Lord that I can grab that, because that's what I'm gonna get two of. I'm not like a flipper or a reseller or any of that stuff. And if I do end up selling something, like, I don't freaking charge an arm and a leg, because I'm not like that. But if I do want to get two, to have one for open and play, because I am a 32-year-old man that plays with my toys. But I want to have two, so I can have one for box and one for open, because I love Jimmy and Jey Uso. I think they are a magnificent tag team. I'm excited to see that. The other figure that will be coming out later this year, I'm assuming, again, it's going to be early summer, maybe later than that, because we haven't even seen like the rendered. We've only seen like the grayscale figure, and that is the Defining Moments Mick Foley, where they have the thumbtacks in the back. We've only seen the thumbtacks in the back. We haven't seen anything else. But my worry, my big worry with that is, I'm terrified that they're going to change the box. Like the box style, because, like, do I have the box? I don't. Damn it, I boxed it up and stored it away. But the box that I like is like, you know, the championship box where it's got like the side and it's got like the big plastic front, and love those boxes. And I'm just worried that they're gonna dumb it down to either what I would be mad if they did it like an ultimate. Like if they did it like an ultimate, that would be cool. But the nostalgia of that original like figure would be dope. But I'm excited to see that. March 1st, the second LJN. So you see the Hogan and Terry Funk behind me. That is going to be the second drop of that, and that is going to be Rick Rude and Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, what I'm trying to decide if I want to get two of them or not, because they're like $75. I can't remember if they're 70 or 75, but either way, they're expensive because there's two ultimates. Excuse me. I'm curious if it's going to be like if it's going to be what was I talking about? Jesus. What was I even curious about? I lost my train of thought. But no, I'm hoping that it's going to be very similar to that. Like from the box that I've seen and the figure I've seen, it looks the exact same, just different figures, which is cool. I'm hoping that they do like more. Like that would be really cool. The figure that is on my big dream list for an ultimate is the 90s Taker. I want to get the Undertaker in gray gloves, purple gloves, and then I would love, like I swore, so they were doing this is back whenever the New Generation set came out. I can't remember, I seen it literally once, and it was a YouTube video, and after I seen it, I talked to people about it. They're like, "Where'd you see it?" And I went to go find the YouTube video. I could not find it, but it was the second crowdfunding. It was like already talked about, and it was the Undertaker with Paul Bear, and it was like the Warrior set. It came with like a coffin, Paul Bear, Taker, and I was like, that would be dope as shit if that actually happened. But then after I talked about it, it was nowhere to be seen, and I was like, well, no, I just look stupid because nobody could find it. I couldn't find it. It wasn't on Reddit, but I'm like, maybe I just got clickbaited on YouTube. That's probably what happened because that's where I saw it. But no, Undertaker from the 90s, like his debut, and then the purple attire, and then a couple WrestleManias. Like it would be cool if we got the Crow. It would be cool to have like an American Badass. We got the, where is he? We got the Undertaker from the Attitude Era. I don't know if you could claim it as the Ministry of Darkness, but it was around that. It was the match that he had with Shawn in Hell in a Cell, that attire. But I'm very eager for the future of Ultimates because that's pretty much all I collect unless I find like a figure that I grew up on, like Elite wise, because like I've got, so I had like 30 boxes to unbox, and I still do, but what happened was I was like, oh, I've got doubles of Macho Man NWO, I've got doubles of Shawn, I've got doubles of Hogan, and I got doubles of Hardy, Brock. I'm like, I'm going to add those to it because Ultimates are hot right now, and I would rather unbox new stuff rather than have old stuff that's not relevant, because I know that's going to happen. Like, my views have been pretty cool on YouTube. Like, average views for me is like between, I'd say 10 to 20, maybe 15, like right, like 10 to 20 is my soft spot, and that's cool. Like, I'm having so much fun with it. The thing I wish that would happen more is like if I got comments more, because it'd be really cool to interact with the community. Like, again, I know I'm just a small peg on the wheel. I'm just trying to like get developed and build up a community and make things, successful. That's really what I'm after. and I think it could be a lot of fun. My buddy and I, Garrett, we're gonna do like a wrestling podcast, but we're gonna like do it. We're gonna do it like off. We're gonna pre-record it so that we could like stuff we talk about, we could put in the video. So and then like I got like an editing software. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably if I'm able to, I'll take the video that I'm recording now and download it to my computer and then edit it with better audio, because you just have this microphone right now and it doesn't sound bad, but I have this editing software where I could like block out everything and it tones up my voice a bit. But I don't know. I just want to make sure like anybody that watches my videos, you know, they're not getting their time wasted and they're actually having fun and hanging out and learning something about wrestling, or teaching me something about wrestling, anything, you know. Next month, I'm very excited because the 2-pack comes out, Jake and Rick Rude, and then not too long, like I think it's on the 16th. 16th to 20th, right around there. WWE 2K23 comes out, and I'm going to bring my PlayStation downstairs, and I will be doing WWE 2K23 content, which I'm ecstatic about. Thing I'm scared about. This is my worry, because they haven't really talked much about it. They talked a little bit, but not a lot, about universe mode. I think what they need to do, they're sprinkling a little bit stuff in there. I don't know how much, but a little bit. But what they need to do to make it replayable for content creators, I'm just starting, but like bigwig content creators, they need to go back to like, I can't remember what 2K it was, but they had create your own story mode where you could like type the dialogue in, and you could like pick the cut scene that happened and pick who's in it. Like say you're doing a title match and you're picking Sheamus, and Sheamus has got the title and so is walking back, and then you hit Hardy with the belt and the security pulls you apart, and that's the draw of the show. And then you got the middle, or like the next match, and then you got like, you could do like segments, and they need to bring that back, because could you imagine that on like the current era of consoles? It would be, you would be unstoppable. They would have so much replayability on that mode alone. Same thing with GM mode. Like, I understand, and I wasn't upset about it, but same with GM mode. Like, I was really hoping that there's going to be a lot more creativity and a lot more realism in it. And what I mean by realism is, you know, they didn't do the draft correctly, I didn't think. So, if you picked Raw, or you picked SmackDown, or you picked even NXT, but I never did. But if you picked, actually that was the first one I ever did that I won the GM mode on. That's actually how that went. But if you picked Raw, or you picked SmackDown, you'd be limited to certain superstars. It wouldn't be like a full roster. You couldn't get like Edge if you had Raw. You had to be SmackDown. But then it was like so wishy-washy, and the only way you could get like what you wanted was if you did use like a custom roster, and then lower everybody's stuff. And then, like, the other thing that was kind of dumb was, you know, if you played the GOAT game of, I don't want to say all time, but the GOAT game of GM mode, it was SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, 2008, and I think even 2009. I think 2009 even had it, but the best one was 07. And that was like legit cool, because you could do like run-ins on the other company, you could do movies to get your stuff up, you could like actually have storylines and whatnot. But like the thing that sucked like really hard with last year's GM mode was, so I was trying to be realistic, right? So I did like Brock Lesnar's champ, and then I did, I'm gonna say like a Randy Orton, right? So I picked Brock and Randy to have like a rivalry, but like, you know, so I would do that, and what I would do is I would have like Randy in a match, and I would have Brock like as a manager as the other person, or I'd have Brock run in, or I would have like Randy and somebody versus Brock and somebody in a tag. But that sucked because if you do Randy and somebody versus Brock and somebody in a tag, then that puts the other people in a rivalry instead of just having it be that way. Also, one of the biggest things 2K23 needs is triple threat rivalries. Like I've been griping about that for years. Like, how come, like, even in universe mode, how come you can't do three-way rivalries? Like, why is it only constricted to tag team and solo? Like, there's no other option, and that drives me nuts because WWE does it all the time. They'll do three-way rivalries, and then it'll all come down to like one thing. And but like what I was getting to being like realistic is I would build the whole show, like the big finish would have been something to do with Brock and Randy. The middle card, I was trying to get over somebody that I personally liked, and then the intro, the first start was like a throwaway match, but I tried doing it well. Nothing I like ever did, like, it would either be like, so I would book it that way, and then the opposing team would have like Hell in a Cell or Cage or fucking table matches or something like that, and like that's all cool, but like I like if you're trying to do it like real and you're trying to like do a slow build or like even like a regular build, you won't go on Raw and have a Hell in a Cell match or a ladder, like a 6-man Money in the Bank match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of stuff is kind of frustrating. How I think the system should be. This is just how I think it should be. Say you're doing GM mode and you're going on about like, I don't know, say it's Edge versus Shelton Benjamin for the Intercontinental title, and it's a rivalry match and it's on a Raw, right? So I think it should go off of the match. Like, you know, they have the star ratings. What if you did like a 5-star, like if you got a 5-star rating, and like that could judge how that match was, you know? I feel the longer the match, the better the quality match, the better the show rating. Instead of having it be like, oh, Brock's a legend because he's got max stars. This person's all right because he's got 3 stars. You put them together, give a shit whatever match wins. There it is. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel genuine. It just feels like because the only reason the match is successful is because the person is like mega over. But if you have somebody that's like 1 star or 1 star, it's like a 2.5 stars, 1.5 star, if that. And the only way your show gets bigger is if you do gimmick matches. I don't like that. I want it to be like I put on great matches with great wrestlers, and that's what gets the crowd over. Have a 5-star match, or even 4-star, 3-4-star match, 3-4-5-star match, and have that be what does it, instead of it be like, oh well, this guy's like 5 stars, this guy's 1, this guy's 1, this guy's 2, and then have it be like that. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just think, I truly think that it would be super dope if they implemented that kind of system and made it be like, you could do triple threat rivalries, you could do like, apparently they're like, can you pick like old school titles, or does it have to be current? I don't know. Like in NBA, like because it's the 2K creators that make it. Like in NBA 2K20 whatever, and GM mode, you have customization of everything. Like, I was praying to Jesus that that's how it was going to be for 2K WWE, because they've got the God's gift creators doing GM mode for WWE, and I'm like, this is going to be perfect. And then it just shit the bed. But it's not. I shouldn't say shit the bed. It just was. It was the first time in 20 years that the match, that mode had been brought back, and it was a new company, so I could get it. But I hope that they have. I'm not saying that they're going to, but I hope that they at some point implement triple threat rivalries. And as for characters, I think like back in the No Mercy, like N64 days, every character had like 4 different attires. You just dashed over and you had all limited attires. And I think that WWE 2K should do that. Like, I don't understand why they don't. It's not that hard to do that because you've got the whole mode where you character creation, like they because you could add whatever, but I think it's more cool if it's already in. And my other complaint, my other complaint for 2K games is I don't like, so like say for instance you've got Cody Rhodes, right? Or I'll use the Undertaker, and he's got a robe. The belt is underneath the robe. It's underneath his big jacket. What I think they should do is allow that to be over the same way in character and like your created characters, because when you create a character, it's over it. It like floats over the jacket, and it looks stupid. I don't understand why it does that. But apparently they're doing advanced creation finally again after taking it out for whatever reason. Like why did they? You used to be able to set pyro how you wanted to, how they walked, how they reacted to the crowd. THQ made some banger freaking games. WWF SmackDown, WWF SmackDown 2, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain. SVR series, man, the SVR series. I know I've got nobody in this chat right now, but the SVR series was goated. Like that was probably, I think it was SmackDown. Like I think way back in the SmackDown era, they had a like when they did story mode in the original SmackDown game, every single person had their own custom storyline. How insane is that? Every character. I remember this vividly. You could pick Road Dogg. I remember I picked Road Dogg, and it threw me into a DX story, and Road Dogg got jumped by somebody off camera, and X-Pac and Triple H came and like was helping me, and then like if you picked Rhino, it threw you in a hardcore title. If you picked William Regal, it threw you in the Intercontinental or the European title. Like everyone had a thing, and it just, this is what I want for. I don't know anything about it. This story mode that's going to be coming out in the next game. I know nothing about it. This is what they need to do. Let you create a character, top to bottom, right? You can start in NXT, you can start in OVW, you can start in WWE Raw, you can start in SmackDown. Whichever one you start, right? Say for instance you pick Monday Night Raw. You start on dark matches, not even televised matches. You come out dark entrance or whatever. You go in the match, you go over, you slowly build your reputation with the crowd. Vince, whoever is in charge, Vince, Shane, Stephanie, Triple H, A-Train, Shawn Michaels, whichever sees to be fit, sees you progress up and up and up. Then they're like, okay, we're going to test you in a match. Like, we're going to put you in a match on Monday Night Raw. You're going to open, or you're going to be on a show at some point. Like, say they do that, right? And then you go on Monday Night Raw, and it's live, it's televised, it's your first thing. And then you go against somebody, right? Say it's somebody that's like already established, and they just squash you in a matter of seconds, right? And then that's like, you take it on the chin, and then you go again, and then you go again, and then you go back to dark, and then you come back, and then once you beat them, then you're like in a rivalry with them, and then once you win that rivalry, you get in like a contest of like winning a opportunity for Elimination Chamber or Money in the Bank, because if you win Money in the Bank, that can skyrocket you. You get Money in the Bank, you can cash the title in, or cash it in on a title, and that can make you. You've seen it happen. Like, I just think that you need to have character freedom. I hate the idea of, like, predetermined storylines. Like, back in the day, it was not like that. I think it was, I thought, gosh, I want to say Here Comes the Pain. I think it was Here Comes the Pain. You could pick, the champion and defend your title. You could pick Kurt Angle, and you could go after the title. You could, like, they had already set things, and each one you picked was a different scenario. You could go after the tag. You had to find a tag team partner. You could go after hardcore. You could go after world heavyweight champion. Like, you could go after all these different variables and have a different story mode. I don't like, and the other thing that was so stupid in the last 2K22, it was almost pointless to win a title. For instance, I won the NXT title, and I was NXT champion forever, and never had an entrance with the title. Never once had an entrance with the title, and I won the title. It was only whenever they were graduating me from NXT to Raw, I walked out with the title. Then I went to Raw and I won like a mid-card title. Never had an entrance for it. Never was seen with it. Never had any interaction with it. Then I went to SmackDown. Lost the title. Walked out with the title. Lost the title. Went to SmackDown. Same damn thing. Never ever seen with the title. And I felt like that was just a waste of time. Like, it didn't feel like anything. Like, you know, like, give me like a WWE or NBA 2K22 career where you create your dude, you start in high school, aka the indies for WWE. You do the indies until you want to, like, because you could do the indies, WWE, you could do the indies you could do high school and college and then go to NBA. Like, let me do the indies for 3 years and then, you know, graduate from the indies to go to OVW, work OVW till I get over, start on like NXT for the developmental brand for WWE, then graduate from there, go to SmackDown, go to Raw. You know, like, there's so many different variables you could do, but it's just kind of been copy and paste for the better part of a decade of WWE games. You know, it's just, I don't feel like my created character has a purpose because they just throw you in limbo, and I don't know. I enjoy playing them. I have fun playing them. It's a lot of fun, but I sometimes just very much wish that you were able to have like more say in your career, because like the whole point is to get to the Hall of Fame, but like the gimmick of like having a checklist. Like, I remember, I think it was 2K20 or 2K19 where you had this checklist and you had to be champion for a year and you had to have like all this and you had to win this and you had to win that. Like, that was cool, but the story mode sucked. But I don't know. I'm very much excited. They rewrote the My Career exactly the same as the universe mode. If they bring back create your own story in universe mode, that's gonna print them money. That is 100% going to print them money, because the content creators that keep the game alive will have so much like creative freedom. Yeah, it'll have so much creative freedom with being able to set the rivalries how you want to set them, set run-ins how you want to set them. Um, I will say the whole idea of having um, war games is badass. I am very excited about war games. I think what would be cool, since they're doing war games, it tells me that they can do other things that are like that. What if they did like the triple steel cage that was in WCW? Like you had the Hell in a Cell, and then you had the other cage, and then you had the thing, and then you had the title on top. I think that was in Ready to Rumble. Best wrestling movie of all time, by the way. I think that would be cool. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited that they have bald Kurt Angle in it. I think that's gonna be dope. Um, I hope that there's a lot more legends. I'd love to see like Razor Ramon. I'd love to see Scott Hall. I hope the music is fixed. I hope the music is fixed because last year's game was very weird because I'd pick Scott Hall, Hogan, and Nash, and they didn't have the NWO theme. Like especially when I picked Nash, it was like some generic shit, and I'm like, well, that's not even close to that. But and even when I thought it was just like they defaulted it to something, so I went into the settings to switch it for his entrance. And when you went to Kevin Nash, it was like not even. It wasn't even Diesel's theme. It wasn't. It had. It was nothing. It was nothing like the. It was nothing like the NWO one. It was very weird, but I'm very excited for it. I just they're starting to announce a lot of stuff because it comes out in in about 3 weeks, 3.5, 4 weeks. So I think it's 36 days, 34, 36 days. I'm getting the Icon edition with John Cena. It's like $120, but I'm going to bring down my PlayStation and I'm going to set it up here and we're going to have a lot of content. I'm going to do the showcase mode. I'm going to do my own universe mode. I'm going to do GM mode. I'll probably do universe, or this is how it's probably going to go. I'm going to do a playthrough on my career. I'll do the guys first, girls second, and then I'll do GM mode, and then I'll do showcase, and then universe. But you'll have to let me know in the comments what you guys would prefer. Would you prefer me to do it raw and live, or would you rather me do it in episodes? Because my thought is this: I would get like a timer, and when I do I'd do like a timer for my career, and I'd do an episode for creating the character, and I'd probably put between 20 to 30 minute timers per episode. I would do an episode on character creator. I would do an episode on like what happens after that, and then for like GM mode, I would do like episode on the draft, episode on like I'd probably do 2 or 3 shows an episode, or depending on how long it is, I could do like pay-per-view. Like I said, I want to do like 20-30 minute episodes. I could edit them up. The editing would be fairly simple, I think, because I don't know how to edit like all the fancy stuff, but I do think it would be really, really, really cool and a lot of fun because I could do because how I was doing my unboxing videos, I was doing like it was spin on the gimmick, and then it would be like, oh, let's get into it, and then I'd start the play. So what I could do is like I could do like a intro, saying like intro to like what's gonna happen potentially, and then start the game. I don't know. There's a lot to unfold. I could just get right into it. No, I'm gonna do like a 5-second intro of like, All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am playing WWE 2K23. We are doing my character creator. Let's get on into it, and then have it start to me being like, all right, guys, here we are, type thing, like that kind of thing, to like have like a start, like a foundation of the video, instead of like you just click on my video and it's me doing something. But what's going to be cool, I think, is trying to do the thumbnails. That's going to be tricky. But what I can do is I could do like you could go into like advanced video creation, I think, and I could make like a thing off of a video and use my clip art, and I could clip it and then use that as my thumbnail and do the old YouTuber face, like, what's gonna happen next type thing. I don't know. I just want to be successful. Like, to anybody that's watching this, I just want to be successful. I just want to make friends in the wrestling world. I want to make friends and like do like wrestling collabs on like YouTube. I think it would be magic. I really do. I want to like become like somebody, you know? Like, I was on Twitch for a while. I still am. But like, I just want to be able to do what I want to talk about. And I love wrestling. I love the art of professional wrestling. It is so much fun to watch. It is so much fun to get like caught up into it. And like, I've been a fan. I'm 32 years old. Been a fan since I was 2. I've met so many legends. I've been to one WrestleMania. I've been to one WCW pay-per-view. I've been to hundreds of live shows. And it's the coolest feeling in the world whenever you get to be surrounded by your people of fellow wrestling fans. Like, you could talk to them about anything. And I would do anything to be semi-successful on YouTube, to where I had a designated connection in the comments to like with everybody, to where we could talk. And then like, if you guys wanted to get in the Discord and do like podcasts, do like little talking shop together. Like, I don't know, like it's a fun thing. And I think the one thing that's going to help me kind of be successful is YouTube shorts. I just need to learn how to do them correctly, because I just don't know how to do them. I don't know. I just want to be successful. I want to, you know, this is a hobby of mine, and I want it to be a full-time thing. And wait, do I have a comment in here? Cody Rhodes fan, can I have a shout out, please? Yeah, well, how you doing, man? You're my first comment. You're my second comment. How are you doing? I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. But yeah, I don't know if I have anybody in chat other than you, but if anybody wants to go follow Cody Rhodes fan on YouTube, please do. Hope you're doing well today, Cody Rhodes fan. I actually have an unboxing. I'll show you. So this is going to be the next video, or one of the next videos. This will be one of the next videos that I do for a unboxing video here. But yeah, it would be the AEW Cody Rhodes. But no, I think it's really cool. I was just talking about the WWE 2K23, about like what I'm super excited about and what I hope happens in the game, and what would be really neat if certain things could play out. Like, I was saying how I wish that they would bring back the WWE create your own story mode. Nice figure. Yeah, I got him. So I got him for Christmas, and I got the AEW Ultimate version, the Jazzwares, the Supreme version. I got him also. Good figure. I think that they still got a couple things to work out, like for their version of Ultimates. Again, I know like Mattel has been doing this for 20 plus years, and they're like ahead of the game when it comes to Ultimates. But I'll tell you, my favorite is Seth Rollins. Glad Cody Cody won the Rumble. Seth Rollins is my favorite on like that's currently active on Raw. Like I'm a big Seth Rollins fan. I actually live like 20 minutes away from Seth. His gym is about 40 minutes from where I live. I seen him once at a water park. Do you have any Seth Rollins figures? Yes, but they're all opened. They're all opened. I play with them like a child. I've got my newest Seth Rollins figure is the black attire. I just got Elite 99 Rollins. I think let me look that one up. Oh, that's a dope figure. I don't have that one. I want to get that one. So, I don't know where you get your figures from, but I get mine from Entertainment Earth for like Ultimates and stuff like that. But the next figure, so the new ones that are coming out in April are going to be Razor Ramon. There's a Chase Razor with his purple gear, and then there's a AJ in his white and blue gear. I get mine from Entertainment Earth because they sell them in 4-packs for like $150 or something like that. You get 4 figures. So the next after that series, it's going to be Seth Rollins and Andre the Giant. I don't know when I'm assuming it's going to drop like summer, maybe fall. But I'll be getting a 2-pack or a 4-pack of that so I can have 2 Andres and 2 Seths. Like I love Seth Rollins' gear. He's got a new figure coming out. It's the flashbacks. Is it flashback? So you know how the greatest hits. So he's got it got leaked that his greatest hits figure is coming out, and everybody's hoping that it's the all white and gold attire. I got it from a UK store because that's where I live. You guys are getting Money in the Bank. Are you going to Money in the Bank? I think it's July 1st. Is Money in the Bank? Fun fact, I've always wanted to visit the UK. A lot of my favorite YouTubers are from the UK. I just realized my mic's in the way. I apologize for that. But no, I really do appreciate you being a part of the channel. Have you been watching any of the videos, or are you new to the channel? I'm looking over here because I have a second monitor. That's where my chat is. But no, I'm so happy to have somebody in chat. Like that's so cool. It's very few and far between that I have anybody like comment or anything like that. I'm hoping that Cody Rhodes wins the championship at Mania. That would be a beautiful moment. No, I'm too far away. I can't drive. I'm a kid. Oh. Well, that would be cool. What's your so if Seth Rollins is your favorite and Cody Rhodes is your second. What do you think of like Logan Paul? You like Logan Paul? I think Logan Paul in the WWE is crazy. Like really good for what he's done so far. I think he's wrestling Seth Rollins and at Mania. Or yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is facing, or not Cody. I think Logan is facing Seth at Mania. Do you collect Ultimates? But I'll be getting WWE 2K23 when it comes out. I'll be doing a bunch of playthroughs on that, and I'm gonna make playlists and stuff like that on the channel so it's easy to find. And then I think I'm gonna do stuff like one-off videos, like favorite heels of all time, top 10, top 5, stuff like that. I think that would be kind of fun. Try to like have more options than just like unboxing videos. Um, I have like a bunch of like behind me. I have a bunch of Undertaker comics from the WWF era. I'm trying to collect them all, and my mom found them for me for Christmas. She found them at like an antique shop. They were like $1 a piece. But I am so excited to be doing WWE content, AEW content. Like I said, this figure will be unboxed here shortly. Um, I think this is one of the best, if not the best, figures. I like Logan. I like Logan. Seth versus him would be great. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be really, really good. I think they could have an incredible match. I'm just curious if Seth would let like if Seth would if Logan would win or not. I think that would be cool. That would be really, really cool. How many Seth Rollins figures do you have? I've got I've got the flame gear. I've got the heel gear when he was with Dom. I've got the shield gear. That's an ultimate I would love. I would love, love, love to have Seth Rollins shield gear. That would be dope. I'd love to have Seth shield gear, Roman shield gear. Um, I think that would be cool. Sami Zayn, Usos, like Usi gear. I'm a big, big, massive fan of Sammy and the Usos. I think the bloodline is the best thing going on in professional wrestling right now. That's just my opinion though. Um I hope I hope that they give Sammy his moment in Canada. I really do. At Elimination Chamber. I would love that. But I don't think they're going to. What I think happened, I think it's a Daniel Bryan moment, but I think it's a little bit more than that. I think that they didn't expect Sammy to get hot and get as over as he is. And they're like, well, shit. He's taking all the wind from Cody. So, like, now what? So, I don't know. It's gonna be It's gonna be very interesting because I just hope that my fear is that they're gonna have Sammy and Owens as tag titles whenever it's been like such a drive home that Sammy might win the big one. I don't know. 4 Seth figures. I break a lot of them, not on purpose. I just play with them a lot. The white 93, a basic, and I am the same way. I've got like the new generation ring, and I got the extreme sets crowd that goes around the ring, and it's like my own setup. I'm 32 years old, and I get like into it. I've got a package that I'm waiting on today that are I can't wait for to get it because they're like my custom title belts. Um, 4 Seth figures. Wait. Yeah, I missed out on the white one, but no, I'm very excited for the Elimination Chamber. So my favorite pay-per-views for WWE are Survivor Series, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. Those are my four. What time is it over there? 1:46 p.m. Is it like 6 o'clock for you or 7, something like that? It's nearly 8 at night for me. Yeah, I when I streamed on Twitch, it was so hard because 90, like I say, like 70% of my viewers were from the UK, and I normally went live at like 7 at night, and that would have been like 2 o'clock in the morning for you guys, or 6, right around there. So I try to typically upload videos. Like this is going to be my video for YouTube for today, but like I try to typically upload every day on YouTube at like between 12 p.m. or 2 p.m. just to kind of figure out what like it's nearly 8, yeah. So I try to bounce between those two times because it's like the UK viewers see it first, and like it's like when they wake up and they get on YouTube, if they're looking for wrestling, it could be one of the first things they see. But no, when I get the Seth Rollins figure from Damian Priest is my second favorite wrestler. He high-fived me at a live event. That's so cool. At first I did not like Damian Priest at all, but he's really growing on me. He reminds me a lot of like Scott Hall. I could see him being really, really successful. I get next week off school. That's dope. It's I don't know what the weather's like there, but it's raining and it's snowing here. So it's definitely a gross day. It is a very gross day. Did you just subscribe to the channel? My notifications aren't working, so I don't know. Yeah. So what grade are you in? And Seth high five me too. That's awesome. I think the coolest person I've ever met is the Undertaker. I met him whenever I was 2. I met him and I met Paul Bear. I'm already subscribed. Awesome. I appreciate that. It just didn't pop up, so thank you so much. I met the Undertaker. I met Paul Bear. I met Yokozuna, the Smoking Guns, the 1-2-3 Kid, Hulk Hogan. Year 10. So you're a sophomore. I don't know what that is for over in the UK, but over here 10th grade is you're a sophomore. Yeah, you're a sophomore if you're over here in the States. I don't know how the schooling system is for. I know it's. I feel like it's much longer, much different than the States. But no, I'm very excited for upcoming figures. The mankind defining moments. The Seth Rollins. The Seth Rollins. The Andre. The Razor Ramones, AJ's, the new Bret Hart. I got 2 of. I can't wait to get them. There's a Rock Ultimate coming out. There's Jimmy and Jay Uso 2-pack coming out. There's Jake and Rick Rude 2-pack coming out on the 1st. Supposedly another Macho Man and and Randy Orton. But that's probably going to be around like November, December. There's a lot. There's so many coming out in the next like 8 months. I try to collect them. My plan is over here, like this shelf, is I'm going to turn this into another part of my Ultimates. And I just need to get a couple totes. There's a few Funkos down here that I'm going to sell to just try to get rid of. And then there's a bunch above me, but that is my plan, is to try to like just have everything behind me be one set thing. Who's your favorite wrestler? My favorite wrestler of all time, if we're going all time, is Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. But if we're going, my favorite wrestler currently is Kenny Omega. It's a tough pick between Kenny Omega, Edge, and like Seth Rollins. Like those are the guys that like are my favorite. But like of all time, it's Shawn Michaels. Second is Undertaker, and of all time currently is Kenny Omega. Kenny, he's just really, really good. I was mad at first when Cody won the Rumble. I was mad at first. I shouldn't say mad. I was frustrated, but then I realized I thought Sammy was going to be in it because I thought the story was going to go Sammy was going to be in the Rumble, and then he had to choose to eliminate himself for the Bloodline. But then the masterpiece that happened after the fact was so much better than what I thought. But no, Shawn Michaels is, I don't know, I just love Shawn. He's such a good wrestler. And I loved his gear. I just unboxed the new Shawn Michaels, actually. This guy. Beautiful figure. I just unboxed him on the channel yesterday. Beautiful, 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 beautiful attire. The red is really nicely painted. Beautiful face scan. And I'm just trying to get to focus. There we go. But yeah, it is a beautiful figure. I love that they fixed I love that they added the butterfly joints to him, and I love that they added the not so rugged torso. But I will never, ever, ever complain about Shawn Michaels figures. That's a figure. Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker are figures that I try to catch every single one of, because I hate buying figures on the secondary market because they're so damn expensive. Maybe Shawn versus Rollins at Mania would be cool. That would be a dream match, but Shawn is retired. No, Shawn Michaels would be legendary at any point in time. But no, this has been really fun. I'm really glad that you popped in here, because it's so much fun talking to people. But no, I will never say no to Shawn Michaels wrestling figures or Undertaker figures, because they're like my favorites. And then also Macho Man. Yeah, Macho, like it depends on the era, but like Macho Man's also like one of my all-time goats. He's really good. But no, I'm very excited. So yeah, this is gonna be one. This is gonna be one that I unbox in the near future. Yeah, this is gonna be one that I unbox. Love this figure. I'm glad that I'm talking to a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. No, you can call me Chris. I'm definitely not a YouTuber. I'm not famous. I'm not like anything like that, but I appreciate that though. But no, I'm very excited for the future. This figure is going to be so cool. Have you heard of WSC? That sounds extremely. I think so. I think so. Wrestling stage creator, right? If they're a YouTuber and they have yeah, yes, I have. They have if they ever get a chance to see this, not in the off chance that they'll ever see this video, they have the dopest and most kick-ass wrestling toy arena setup I have ever seen in my life. I see them on TikTok on Instagram all the time. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, I'm a massive fan. Yeah, they are really really creative. They are so like it's fun. It's really fun to watch. I've got like my little like wrestling setup, like my wrestling entrance set up and stuff like that. But it is nothing like theirs. Like they've got like the entrance ramp that goes down, and they got the cage that goes over. Yeah, I you can get the arena from extremesets.com. If you use code Kyle Peterson, I think it saves you like 10% or something like that at checkout. He's also a YouTuber, Kyle Peterson. But no, yeah, the arena is really cool because it makes the crowd look alive and everything look alive, and it's definitely cool. I have a little setup, but not as good as his. I feel that my setup. So, my setup. Like. Let me see if I can find a picture and I could show you really quick. I took a picture. If you want to follow my Instagram, I post figures on there all the time. It's ChrisO'Mania on Instagram. But let me look for. I'm trying to see when I got it. I got it last year. Maybe I put it on my Instagram. I'm just typing on my iPad. Oh no, it's okay. Um, I had to put it on my. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, here we go. So this is what my setup looks like. But it's a different ring now. It's a much better ring. But this is what my setup looks like. That's what mine. That's what mine looks like. But hey, that's better than mine. I love it. The ring really makes it pop. Like the difference now is I've got like an actual like built ring, and I got the new generation entrance stage, so it looks a lot better than that picture. But I didn't have that entrance at the stage at the time. But I'm gonna wrap up stream. I will be posting the video that I will be recording today for tomorrow is going to be the Macho Man Randy Savage. So after I get this done, I'm gonna have some lunch, and I'm gonna call it a day. And then I'm gonna do the YouTube video, schedule it for tomorrow at about 12 p.m. CST. Be sure to like, comment, and sub if you would like to. Thank you to each and every single person that was here. Huge shout out to Seth Rollins fan. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys in the next episode and the next live.